Sometimes when I read, I come across words that I don't know or that I can't read at all. But that's okay, because every good reader can always learn new words. Today I'm going to show you a strategy that you can use when you read. It can help you learn new words and become a better reader too. It's called monitoring. To do this strategy, you'll need a few things. The first thing you're going to need is a picture or a bookmark of a stoplight. On a stoplight, there's 3 different colors. There's red, there's yellow, and there's green. In the monitoring strategy, the red light means stop. I do not know this word at all. The yellow light means caution or yield. This means I've seen this word before, I can read this word, but it confuses me here. Green means go. I know and I understand this word. The second thing you'll need is something to read. You're also going to need 3 different markers. You'll need the color green, yellow, and red or pink. When I use the monitoring strategy, I'm going to read each sentence, but I'm going to stop at every period and think about the words I've just read. I'm going to always keep my stoplight next to what I'm reading so that I can use it. I'm going to demonstrate this strategy by reading one sentence at a time and thinking about the words that I've just read. If I come across a word that I don't know at all, I'm going to underline it in red. If I come across a word that confuses me but that I can read, I'm going to use the color yellow to underline it. If I come across words that I know and I understand, I'm going to use my green marker to underline that. I'll demonstrate this strategy by reading a few parts of my poem, and then you can practice it too. The poem I'm going to use is called My Parents Are Pretending by Ted Hsu. I'm pretty sure my parents are pretending they are sick. That's the end of the first sentence, so I'm going to stop and think about what I've just read. I think I understand all of the words in that sentence, except the word pretty. I know that word. I've said it before, I've seen it before, I've heard it before. I definitely know that word. But when I use that word, I mean cute or beautiful. I'm not really sure why my author chose to use that word here. I'm going to turn and look at my stoplight. Red means I don't know this word at all, but I do know this word, so I'm not going to underline it in red. Yellow means I've seen this word before, but it confuses me here. I'm going to use the yellow highlighter to underline this word, because I do know this word. It just confuses me in this part of the sentence. Since I know all the other words, I'm going to use my green highlighter to underline them. I can read them and I understand them. Now I'll read the second sentence of my poem. I know because I talked to them both to do that little trick. Uh-oh. I didn't know one word at all. I tried sounding it out, but I'm not sure if it's right. I'm going to look at my stoplight. Red means stop. I don't know this word at all. And I don't know this word at all. I did try sounding it out, but I don't know if I'm right and I don't know what it means. I'm going to take my red and underline it. I know all of the other words in this sentence though, so I'll use the green marker to underline them. So far my poem looks like this. I underline the word pretty in yellow because I do know that word. I've heard it before, I've said it before, but I'm not sure why the author chose to use it here. It just doesn't make sense. I've underlined this word in red because I've tried to sound it out, but I don't know it at all. This is the monitoring strategy. You use this stoplight and these colored markers to underline words. You underline the words that you don't know at all in red, because red on the monitoring stoplight means stop. I do not know this word. You can try to sound these words out. You can use context clues or other decoding strategies to try and figure out these words too. But if you don't know the word, you should definitely underline it in red. I underline the words that I've seen or used before in yellow, because on our monitoring stoplight, yellow means caution or yield. I've seen and used this word before, but it confuses me here. You'll use the color green to underline all the words you do know, because on our stoplight, green means go. I know and understand this word. Just like in my poem, all of the words in your text will be underlined in a different color, or maybe even the same color. It's okay to have a lot of words underlined in red and yellow. That just means that you're going to become a better reader by learning new words. It's also okay if all of your words in your poem are underlined in green and you understand all of them. That just means you're a really good reader, and that maybe next time you should pick a text that's a little bit more difficult. The monitoring strategy is easy, and it can help you learn new words. Every reader can always learn new words. Now you can use this strategy by creating your own stoplight bookmark and use any text that you want. Remember, the first time you read your text, stop at the end of every sentence to think about the words you've just read. Use your stoplight colors and your markers to underline every single word in a color. Once you're done, read your text all the way through. Think about the words that you've underlined in red and yellow. In the part of the poem I demonstrated this strategy on, I underlined the word pretty in yellow, and I underlined this word in red. That means I have to find ways to learn these words. Once I've learned these words, I can reread this text and better understand what the author is trying to tell me. Now you can practice using the monitoring strategy too.